He literally, God, I can't see with this damn glare. He literally came from over here, came across, you can see the line, and he curved it out, and now he's going that way. Let me see if I can freaking see. There we go. I can't see shit. This glare is so bad. I'm gonna see if I could get closer. I'm gonna turn around. He literally came straight overhead and he did a curve. Can you guys see that? You see that curve? He curved it out. This is not a regular airline, okay? And let me see if I could get. He came from here. It's all dissipating already. And then he did the curve and now he's going over that way. I'm gonna see if I could get on the other side of the marina and see if I could get a better look, because oh my gosh, he literally did like a U-turn. Hold on, guys. All right, don't want to go into the swamps. No, we don't. Let's see if we could catch this bastard, because they've been spraying like crazy. Hold on. He went off that way. I hope everyone's having a beautiful day. Today has been so freaking just gorgeous out until they started spraying, but the weather here is 56 degrees and we are on the water, so that means inland is about 5 to 6 degrees warmer. So it is a beautiful day here on Long Island. I'm hoping by the time I get around to the other side that the lines aren't completely gone, but they do. Look at this shit. You see all this up in the air? You see all the chemicals? You see those chemicals? That's not real clouds. Look at that. Look at that. All right, here we go. I just couldn't believe it. I'm like, I gotta go live, because this guy literally just came overhead and did a freaking right turn. Hang on. Oh, and there's another one. There's like 3 or 4 of them spraying at the same time. There's another one. Sorry about that. There's another guy up there that just started. He's already gone. That guy that did that turn is already gone. But let's go over here and see what they're doing. You see what they're doing? I'm gonna come park up over here and see if we can get some close-up shots. Wow, look at all of this shit. Wait until I show you guys this. My car's yelling at me because I don't have my seatbelt on. It's like, dude, I'll be fine. All right. All right, guys. So, wait until you see this. Look at that shit. Look at all those chemicals. Look at all those chemicals spreading out. I did get some pictures of the guy making a U-turn, so you will be able to see it. I will upload it. But look at all the white. All this white is chemicals, guys. This is not clouds. We had a beautiful, perfectly blue sky, and they've been spraying like mad people. Look at this. Where is this? Joe, I live on the South Shore of Long Island in New York. So that's where I'm at. That's about the most info I'll give out. But it's the South Shore of Long Island. It is insane how much they really spray here. And I really encourage everybody to start looking into geoengineering and weather modification. It is a real military program. This is not a conspiracy, as many people want to try to say. It is not. If you actually look it up, you will learn. There's actually quite a few videos up on YouTube you could watch of Congress. There's legislators and people who know about these chemicals, and even whistleblowers from the military that talk about this, that talk about how they're spraying chemicals and aerosols into the sky to manipulate the weather for whatever the heck it is that they want to try to create, whether it's raining, snowing, hurricanes, whatever the case may be. But this shit that they're spraying up in the sky is primarily aluminum, strontium, and barium, among many other chemicals. There are patent buffers for all of these things. And when they put up these aerosols up into the sky, you'll see the planes, you know, there'll be straight off lines coming out. That is not a contrail. Contrails actually have to do with water vapor, and as the jet shoots it out, depending on the weather with the water vapor, it actually dissipates right away. There's no long-standing trails when it's a contrail, when it's from a jetliner. These specific planes are so much smaller. They are definitely not passenger planes. You can tell because they'll shoot straight up, they'll go to the side, they'll do U-turns. I mean, it's insane. You can see one going straight up, one going straight down, crisscross applesauce. That is not normal. That is not any type of air traffic control, like proper ways of flying people. If I was sitting on a jetliner and it was going straight up, I think I would be pretty pissed off and like freaking the fuck out. But that's not what these guys are. These are small jet planes. They're part of the military. They are armed with these canisters full of these chemicals in which they spray, aerosol sprays, and these chemicals interact with a machine called HARP. HARP, I believe, is located in Alaska. You can look it up. It is real. And what it does is it actually sends frequencies out when they pop that baby on, and you see how it's like all waved out. That's because the HARP machine is on and it's interacting with these chemicals, and it makes like a whitewash, a spread out that'll eventually look like a big, huge whiteout like it does over here. This is in the middle of spreading out because of the chemical reaction to the frequencies that are being sent out throughout the atmosphere. So within doing that, it has everything to do with how they want to control the weather of what's going on. But the scariest part is that, there's one right there, straight ahead. Oh, let me see if I see a glare so I can't see it. Let me see if I can get my car and get you zoomed in. There's one going straight up right now. Let's see. There he is. There he is. You see him? There he is. You should be able to see him. He's going straight up right now. And this one actually looks like a slightly bigger one than that they typically use, because you could really distinctly see the canisters on each side of the plane. Typically they're much smaller to where they look a little bit closer, but this is like huge, big time spraying. Look at this. Let me back up so you can see it a little bit. You see how he's going straight up? That's not a jetliner, my friends. That is aerosol spraying that is happening right now over Long Island. And like I said, these chemicals are poisoning our planet. You don't know what the damage is that they're doing. When people are checked for toxins, they are finding large amounts of aluminum in the body, and specifically in the children with autism. It's not just about injection, it's not just about the food system, it's about what we're breathing. I mean, for Christ's sake, they could be spraying us with coronavirus right now and you wouldn't even know it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you look into the government and what they've done in the past, they have done experiments on the public without them knowing. They have done this. This is probably one of the biggest planes I have seen spraying. That makes me very, very, very kind of concerned, to be honest with you. This is a huge plane that's spraying this out. They're typically much smaller, but he's going up and down and all around. Look at this. Holy shit. This is a big one. I cannot believe they're using that size jet. Holy shit. If this was a contrail, it would dissipate right away. It would not leave this line. So they apparently have something sprayed on there. I wonder what chemicals they are spraying on all of us right now. That is terrifying. Wow, guys. Look. Oh my goodness. Insane. So these chemicals, okay, these chemicals, for people who have researched it, for those who are concerned, that are scientists, that are doctors, that are ex-military, are all saying This is not a flight path, okay? This is not a flight path, I'm promising you that. I lived by airports pretty much 90% of my life, and I understand the differences, okay? I completely understand the differences, and I know where the airports are in Long Island, retrospect to where I am right now, and this is not a flight path. He's spraying. He's aerosol spraying. That's what this guy is doing. Let me, press the button. Hang on. He did a U-turn just like that other guy did. That's what got me started following these guys. I can't believe they're using a bigger jet. Typically, they're much, much smaller. This is a bigger jet. I want to know what the hell they're spraying above my head. That's what I want to know. I want to know what they're spraying above my head. I am concerned. I am concerned about this guy. So these chemicals they're finding, what I was saying is that these chemicals are actually going after the immune system, depleting the immune system. They go after the white blood cell count. They deplete that so that you get sick easier, okay? And it depletes your body of oxygen as well. So think about that. Think about that. I want you all to seriously research and look into this, because this is not okay. This is not okay what they're doing. Wow. He literally did a U-turn. He did a U-turn. If he was a regular jetliner taking off, he wouldn't do a U-turn. He would just go straight out. He wouldn't be doing that right now. Typically when the regular jetliners that have passengers take off, they take off and they go straight out. They go straight out that way, or they go straight out this way. The airport's coming from that way, and they go this way. I never seen any of them go this way, do a U-turn, and then go back inland. That just does not make any sense to me. That makes no sense to me whatsoever. Let's see if there's another one around. Yep. Let's see. This guy is going. He's going fast. Look at this. And you can kind of see the little bit of the rainbow that has to do with the sun hitting the chemicals. You see that little rainbow in there? I don't know if you're able to see it, but there's like a little rainbow within the chemicals. That happens because of the reflection of the chemicals and the sun. This is insane, dude. If people should be upset and outraged, they should be outraged about this shit, because it's poisoning our planet. It's poisoning every being that is on this planet right now. And the reason why they're doing it is because nobody's trying to stop it. They don't know about it. They're too busy looking down at their freaking phones. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if I can zoom in. It's hard to see with the glare. Up, there he is. There he goes. Why is he going back to where he came from? Makes no sense whatsoever, guys.
Grayson!
Grayson, what is Grayson doing? Makes no sense for him to go back to where he just came from.
6.
Yeah, is that right? Bella's in a good mood today. There's another one. Okay, there's that guy. I don't know if you can see him right above that chimney off to the right. You see him? And there's another one. I'm gonna see if I can catch him. Oh, it's so light behind this. Let me see if I can get my camera. I need to get a better camera. There's another one that's going far, far out into the right direction from this pole. He's headed to the right, but I don't think I can get him. Let me see if I back up. We can see him a little bit. I can see him with my eyeballs. I don't know if you can see it with the camera, but it's right here, and he's going this way. And then you have the other guy that's the original guy that I've been following. That line right there above the house to the right is the original guy, and there's somebody else spraying in a far distance to the right of the pole, but I don't think my camera could catch it. Fuck. He's really far, but there's 2 of them going on right now. Usually 2 to 4 planes go. Up, can you see him? There's a line, I'm trying to, there's a line. Right above those trees, the tree branches. He's going to the right. He's going to the right. Do you see him? He's right above those tree branches. That's the second guy. Give me a thumbs up if you can see that line. I know it's really, really tough because my freaking phone sucks. There's 2 of them. There's 2 of them going. Let me see if there's a third one. Let me see one more time before I go. I have people walking, trying to figure out what I'm doing. That's okay. Let's see. Look at this whitewash. Up, far ahead. Straight above this house right here. You can see the plane flying towards the right. He's spraying right there too. Let's see if I can... Right above here. Let's see if we can see him. Let me know if you can see him. I got a glare. But he's above this house, above the whitewash. Right above, you'll see a line going to the right. That's another one that's spraying. There's another one going, guys. I can't tell what I'm doing. Okay, now I see I zoomed out. There we go. There's planes that spray aerosols in the sky. It's called geoengineering weather modification. It's a military program. And what they do is spray aluminum, barium, strontium, among other chemicals up into the atmosphere. Oh yeah. If you look, sir, right over, it's kind of hard to see now, but he's far away. I actually just got one coming up this way, and he made a curve, and he went that way. Like contrails, when it is of water vapor, you know, because of the weather. I lived around airports all my life. It'll push out of the engine, but it'll dissipate right away. These specific planes are made by they're from the military, and they have these aerosol canisters. They're much smaller. They're not passenger planes because they go straight up, they go down, they go side to side, they make crisscrosses. And what happens is, you see how it looks like a whitewash? That's not clouds, that's chemicals. There's a machine called HARP. It's located in Alaska. And what they do is they hit that machine, they turn it on, and it sends frequencies that interact with these chemicals. And then as the chemicals get interacted, it makes a whitewash. Like all this. Well, yeah, it's global. It's a global spraying that's going on. But yeah, frequencies like radio stations, but it's for weather modification. It's for, they control the weather. They've been doing it for over 50 years. The first time they used it in warfare is Vietnam. You should really look into it, because what's the sad part is that all of these chemicals that are coming down are poisoning all of us, and people don't realize that. And I know it sounds like a little like woo 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 for somebody who doesn't know anything about it, but huh? Oh, she worried about going. Yeah, yeah, no.
There's hot spots in China.
Uh-huh.
It shows chemical releases and things like that. It's all over.
Yeah. Well, it's honestly, it's a military program. It's worldwide now, but the United States actually started it over 50 years ago, and they have it to a T. They could create rain. Like, pay attention next time, sir. The next time they say that rain's coming, keep your eyes up, because usually you'll see 2 to 4 planes spraying at the same time, and they'll crisscross and do all these kind of crazy things, and then the next day it'll rain. It's insane. They can create snow, they can create warmer weather, they can create whatever it is that they want to create. But look, there's a spraying right now. You see him? You see him going straight up? You see that line? It'll keep going, it'll keep continuing. And if it was a regular jetliner, that line wouldn't be there. It would completely dissipate, you know, a few seconds. But because it's going to stay, and then it's going to spread out like the rest of the stuff that you see. It's pretty wild, it's pretty crazy, and it's like, God, who knows what else they're spraying on us? It could be any type of virus too, bio-warfare. They've done it before. If you do research and learn about what the government has done, they've done actual experiments on the American people throughout time. So you don't know what they're doing. You know, there's another plane. You see them taking off? You got one going up that way, one coming in this way. See, 2 planes. It's usually 2 to 4 planes you'll see at the same time. It's pretty crazy and pretty wild. This plane is actually bigger than what they typically use. The one up above, you can see it looks like a dot. That's a really small one. That's the ones they typically use. But this one is a bigger guy, and I'm wondering what the hell they're doing with a bigger size plane with these chemicals. Like, what are they really spraying on us? Well, because I have a lot of video and zooming in on them, I can tell the difference. But I encourage you to start paying attention, looking up. and get your camera out and zoom in on these guys and really try to see them. But this guy is definitely bigger. This guy is smaller. He's a pinhole. If he was even right here, side by side, they'd be smaller. This one would be bigger and that one would be smaller. But this is what they do. They spray and they spray, and then the machine that's on is working with the chemicals, with the frequencies, which create all of this that you see to block out the sun and everything else. It's insane. Yeah, that's where they put them, on each side. They'll put two canisters on each side of the wings. Look into it. I encourage you, honestly, because we need to wake up a lot of people. The reason why they're getting away with this is because there's a lot of people who don't know about it. And if there's not enough people who don't know about it that are out bitching about it, they're going to continue to do that. You know, it's getting in our food, it's getting in our lungs, we're breathing this in, it's getting into the wildlife, you know, it's not okay what they're doing. See, look how he's turning. He's going to start turning again. This is crazy. This is the third time I've seen him come and do a turn and go back, like he's loading up or something. I don't know what he's doing. But there he is, he's right up there. Yeah, it's crazy, right? Just look into all of that. You know what? I wouldn't doubt it anymore. I honestly wouldn't doubt it anymore. But yeah, look into it. I really encourage you guys to look into it and learn more. You would look into the weather modification or geoengineering program. Yeah, they actually have it on YouTube. You can see a lot of the military whistleblowers. You can see congressmen going before Congress talking about these programs and the concerns about the aerosol spraying. So, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, conspiracy. It's not. I mean, there's black and white, you know, information that's out there. If you look and you really dig for it, follow the money. It's always, you know, isn't that the government? You know? See, he did a U-turn again. This just makes no sense why he keeps coming and doing a U-turn and going back. It's so weird. So I like to record these things. I like to keep an eye on what's going on, and I like to spread the word because people need to know. Huh? I don't send my info anywhere. I share it to social media. I do a lot of social media, sharing information and getting people to really start paying attention to these things because it's important. The only way we're going to be able to stop it is if more people understood it was happening, and then we all stand up and say, hey, stop spraying this over my head. I don't want to get sick anymore. There's multiple reasons. I mean, if you could control the weather, you could control the world. And that's what they're really doing. The first time they really used it as a control mechanism was in the Vietnam War. So really look into all of that and learn more about that. See, look at this plane. Look above your head. There's nothing coming from him. You see that? Now, why is that guy not having anything? And why does this guy right over there have spraying? And why does this guy over here, far away, spraying? Like, why? That's your proof. That's a jetliner. That's people. Jetliners do not have any type of aerosol spraying. It's these other planes that are devised by the military to do what they're doing. See? There's your proof. Well, he's probably coming in to land. And he also goes slow. If you notice these other planes that spray, they fly. They go fast. So start looking up. Start paying attention. And then really look into all that stuff. Something to definitely think about. Take care. Have a good day. There you go, guys. You see the airliner? You see him? Let me see. You see him? Educating my community. You see him? It's pretty wild, right? What do you think about that? Oh my God, it's so cold. The wind is so cold on the water. But were you able to see that jetliner that wasn't spraying anything compared to those others? Like, give me a thumbs up if you were able to see it, because you are? Okay, awesome. Thank you. Because, like, this is serious. Like, people need to know what's going on. And I'm so glad that they asked me, you know? When you do these things, when you go out there and you start looking up and pointing, it'll get interest, and then you can start sharing and educating other people to really look into it, because when they do, you will find the same information that I'm sharing. You know, you don't have to listen to what I say. You don't even have to believe it, but I want you to look into it. I can see them staring. I'm looking at my rearview mirror and they're staring at it now. And I'm so glad that jetliner came so that they could see the differences. But honestly, I want to know why that bigger plane was coming and doing a U-turn and going back. I want to know what the hell they're spraying. What the hell he was spraying. That's the first time I saw a bigger size plane spraying. And that concerns me. I'm not going to lie. And there he goes. There's the regular jet. So crazy. So crazy when you see these jets that are designed for weather modification versus the jets that are just airline. Guys gotta learn these things. And we need to be up in arms. We need to go to those who are in power who could stop this. You know, show them what's going on. Record it. Take pictures. Share it. Wake everybody up, because it's poisoning all of us. It matters. So I hope y'all have a great day. That was an awesome conversation I just had with those people. I hope they will start looking up. I think they will. And I hope they share it with all that they know as well, because that's how it happens, right? One person brings light to a situation, it causes a ripple effect, especially when they really start researching and going, holy shit, that crazy blonde lady was right. So we're headed home. I hope you all have a fabulous, fabulous day. And Bella, you want to say hello? And say bye-bye? Bye. Bye. We'll see you soon.